Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option, well, the 2018 Mustang Shelby GT350. Before we do, a couple of announcements. One, if you like this content, you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Two, I've kind of been doing a Ford frenzy the last couple of days, and it kind of started with Roush automobiles, Roush tuning. I've basically, I think I've done 11 or 12 videos in the last couple of days. I wanted to do all the Roush vehicles. I'm going to put a link because I'm doing this GT350 because have been doing the Roush tuned vehicles, and it only makes sense to do this car. So I'm going to put a link up right now to that playlist, that complete playlist for all the Roush vehicles, because I'm curious, and if you would please, and I appreciate it, leave me a comment below. Which do you think is better? Would you rather have a Roush, like say the Jackhammer, which is their top level one, that does make 700 horsepower, a little bit more, or this GT350. GT350 doesn't make 700 horsepower, but let's not base it purely on horsepower numbers. Let's make it a sum of its parts. So you could even say maybe a stage 2 Roush if you wanted to compare the horsepower or something. But okay, but let's talk about this right now. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to do the build and price. We can see right here by this slider up here where the cursor is, there's some information to be gathered on this page. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to click the build and own, or build and own. Yeah, I'd like to own one of these too. Build and price, and then I'll save the build and put a link in the description if you want to download the PDF for the build that I'm getting ready to do in this video. All right, so first thing they're telling us here is that you get a complimentary high performance driving experience for Shelby GT350 or GT350 owners, and I think it's called Track Attack. So if you buy this GT350, you get a complimentary high performance driving experience. They don't say how many days. So I guess we could click over here and you can find out more information or give a call to this number. So that's cool. A lot of manufacturers are doing that nowadays with their top tier vehicles. What's this all about? Just breaking down a little bit of information. This is running a 5.2 liter V8. They've got some clickable links here for information. Let's go ahead and click them and see what they've got. Looks like we've got 4 images and we are on picture 2. All right, so transmission coolers for the Shelby GT350. Tell us about them. Transmission coolers help keep the Tremec 3160 6-speed tranny at the correct temperature. All right, so you're running coolers. There's that 5.2, and it's making 526 horse, 429 pound-feet of torque. We'll try to find the spec on that so we can find out when it's making that torque, at what range, and in what range it's making the horsepower. It's got a flat plane crank, and it's designed to be the most powerful naturally aspirated Ford production engine ever. And it sure is shoehorned in that engine bay, isn't it? One more, and what we've got brakes. Okay, so I think this one is what, front brakes. Yep, they got up front. There's 6 piston Brembos that are 15.5-inch rotors that are cross drilled. And then what do we got? I bet you the rear brakes. Yeah, and then the rear brakes also Brembos, and they are also cross drilled, but they are a little bit smaller, like rear brakes are, and they're 14.9. All right, so we got that information. There's a few photos. We're not going to get too deep in the photos because we got a lot of information to go through, and I want to get to the build and price part because that's what this is all about, making sure we option out, well, in this case, a really nice GT350. All right, so good looking car. The Recaros are hot. These Recaro seats. I really love the Alcantara touch on the steering wheel. Shelby has a unique front fascia. No surprise there. And their front fenders are unique. The Roush fenders certainly do not look like this. Neither do the regular production model, the 5.0, which I did do a video to that as well. I'll put a link in the description. So good looking stuff. Let's keep it moving. Legendary performance, futuristic tech. What's that all about? This car features the Magna Ride damping system, right, which is also available on the 5.0. It monitors and adjusts itself 1,000 times per second, creating a dynamic adrenaline-fueled driving experience while also producing that signature growl that will leave you breathless. The dual exhaust with electronic valves and quad tips helps maximize the awesome power of the 5.2 liter. All right, that's pretty cool. Let's click these buttons and see what's going on. I don't know if this is number. Oh, they've got numbers there. You see it says 3. That one's 1. That's probably what? 4. Okay, this should be number 1. We just learned something. All right, dual exhaust, quad tips, electronic valve. All right, well, I guess we just kind of read all that. Um, but it does say that this technology increases the airflow through the system, reducing back pressure and unleashing the full potential. So there is some, other than the sound, there is some benefit, some performance gained from it, from that exhaust system. The rear diffuser increases downforce, helping to keep the car stable at high speeds while providing air to the differential cooler. And then the differential cooler. The differential cooler keeps fluids at the correct temperature for performance. Well, that is a very general statement, but we get it. Wow, that's a nice picture. I love that. I don't know, glass roof, panoramic top. I don't know what they call it here at Ford. But let's take a look and read about this spoiler that's at the very tail end of that trunk. The spoiler isn't just about some fashion statement. It's lightweight, works in unison with the rest of the car's aerodynamics. It adds downforce, which helps keep the Shelby GT350 stable at speed. That's a good look right there. I like that. All right, let's keep going. What do we got here? Let's learn a little bit about everything. So 526 horse, 429. Yep, we got that. That's nothing new, that information. Let me scroll up a little bit so you can get this full picture. All right, they're just reiterating the brake stuff, okay? The Magna Ride, we did just read about that, and the Tremec 3160. So they're just reiterating. But this is new, something about the wheels. The GT3, but this is on the GT350R. So for this video, not applicable. But now that we're here, we can see that it gets 19-inch carbon fiber wheels that shaves for about 40 pounds off the car. What else? Is there anything really worth looking at here on this page? I hadn't really gone through it. Good interior shot. We get to see the Alcantara steering wheel. It's fairly attractive. It's all right. I do see, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know I love digital dash. You know I love digital speedometers, and I love heads-up displays. I know this car doesn't come with a heads-up display. Digital speedometer, next best thing. Love it. Oh, wow. Look at the clock. 444. I've been seeing triple digits for like days, and that's just hilarious that even on this video, it made itself available to me. All right, anyway, so it's got what? Flat bottom steering wheel and track apps. All right, what is that all about? Get two hands on the steering wheel with the Cobra logo wrapped in Alcantara. You'll never want to let go. I'm sure you wouldn't. Track apps feature electronic line lock and launch control. That has to do with like drag racing stuff, and provides performance metrics instantly on the 4.2-inch message center in the center instrument cluster. That was right here where that where the speedometer is. So all that information is available right there in that cluster. Right in that cluster. Pretty cool. That's about the 350R. That looks to be the 350R. And okay, that looks to be the end of this page, and they just kind of go into some of their other stuff. So let's go to the build and price and build your own, and scroll down. We're going to hit Shelby GT350 so we can get over to those options. And then there's, of course, two options, the R or the regular. We're going to do the regular. But before we hit configure, we're going to hit details. So that way I want to get all the base specs, right? Because so far, yeah, we went through that whole page, but that whole page didn't really tell us a whole bunch, did it? It was a nice intro, but it didn't tell us a whole bunch. We need more data. I think we do. I know I do. So let's click details. And so first thing it looks like it's going to do is give us model highlights. One of them being that Tremec 6-speed, right, which is this unique performance-oriented 6-speed manual transmission comes standard on both the 350 and the 350R. And then these Recaro seats, they're cloth, slash Myco suede sport seats. That's standard on both the 350 and the 350R. And then there's also launch control. Launch control integrates the brakes and both traction and powertrain control to help ensure smooth, consistent starts across a broad range of driving conditions. Excuse me. Real-time performance info is displayed through track apps, right? That's in that center on the in-dash LCD screen. Can only be used with manual transmission. So launch control, if you get an automatic, forget about it. All right, but launch control it is still cool, right? If I'm going to get a GT350, I don't even know if an automatic transmission is an option. We're going to find out. But even if it is, I don't know. We'll have to think about it. We'll have to think about it. But let's see the standard features here. Now, I might not read every one of them, so that's my disclaimer real quick. If you want to see them all, if I'm scrolling and you haven't finished reading, you can quickly just pause the video really fast till you read everything that you want to read, okay? So, I'm just looking for high points. The LED tail lamps, the raised deck lid spoiler, rear window defroster, all pretty standard stuff. I have a feeling that there's not anything super. I guess what I'm saying is I bet the car's not loaded. Even though it's a GT350, that doesn't mean that it's going to have all those other options. And maybe because it's a GT350, it doesn't have those options. So before we do this, I see this compare thing. I've been looking at this the whole time. I want to hit this really quick, and maybe this will save us some time. All right, so it's not. I don't really want to compare these two cars against each other. What I really want to do is I want to see what's standard equipment, what's available, and what's not available on this GT350 before we get into the build, and man, more specifically to help you out so that way this video is beneficial so you can actually see that stuff. If I don't cover that stuff, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So the headlamps are standard. Again, the same thing. If I scroll and I'm going too fast, just pause really quick so you can catch up. Blade deck lid spoiler doesn't have that. The blind spot information system, that's the Bliss with cross traffic alert. That's not available. And see, that's what I was talking about. So on the GT350, because it's the all racy version, there's going to be things that just aren't available, like the Bliss. That's important to me, but I can live without it because it's a special car. Deck lid spoiler delete. That dual exhaust is standard. You can't get the active valve performance exhaust. HID headlamps with signature lighting is standard. You can't get the LED lights. There's a lot of stuff you can't get actually, is what it's looking like. Well, what's optional is power glass, manual folding with integrated blind spot mirror, and gloss black cap. Well, at least you can get the blind spot mirror, and that's cool. That's optional. So if somebody's in your corner, your blind spot, you can get, I guess, a little indicator in the side mirror, so that's cool. Raised deck lid spoiler standard. Voice activated navigation is optional. Painted black roof is optional. Windows and glass, okay. What's climate control? Dual zone electronic automatic climate control optional, right? Standard is manual climate control. Auto dimming rearview mirror standard. So here's our way of getting all the specs, the standard equipment anyway. All of this comfort and convenience stuff looks like it's not available. Lane keep assist, all of that. Nope, 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 nope. Shelby exclusive aluminum instrument panel. Okay, aluminum foot pedals. Yeah. You can't get the ambient lighting. You can't get the 12-inch LCD digital instrument cluster. All that standard stuff is truly standard, like cup holders, driver footrest. Floor mats are optional on the GT350R. They're standard on this car, right? That makes sense because this is supposed to be the race car. Okay. Soft door rollover. I'm not even really sure what that is, honestly. If you know, please leave something in the comments because I don't really know, and I'm not going to look it up really fast here. What else? Standard leather wrap parking brake, standard. Matte pockets, okay, no big deal, whatever. Premium, What about remote start? Not even available. Ultra universal garage door, optional. Track app, standard. The vanity mirror, standard, cool. Now, entertainment stuff. This is the stuff I'm really into because it's all about tech, man. This is 2018. We care about how we can listen to our music and stream and all that stuff. This is where I want to get down to. They don't have much going on, do they? Standard is a 6-speaker sound system with a single CD. Optional is a 9-speaker, and the good one, the Shaker, isn't even available. You can get the Sirius, you can get the Sync, but you can't get. Oh, Sync 3 is optional. That's where the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto live down there. Two smart charging USB ports, that's in there in the car already. Seating, 4-way adjustable front head restraints, okay, optional. 50-50 split folding rear seats, that's standard. 6-way power driver's seat with lumbar, okay, that's optional. Heated and cool leather trim front bucket seats, optional. At least you get the option, huh? Wow, you can't get these seats in leather? Oh, you can't get them in leather. So you either get the cloth or the cloth. That's it. You get these Recaros in the cloth or the cloth. And you can get genuine suede, um, or whatever. What is this? Recaro cloth. Oh, with red accents. Okay, that's available on the GT350. Okay, I wasn't reading that right. Okay, under power and handling. All right, we already read about the brake stuff, and that's why none of that was available because we have special different brakes, the Brimbos, the big Brembo 6-piston. It does have electronic stability control. That's standard. Electronic line lock. That's track use only. Standard. There's that Brembo stuff. Standard. Independent rear suspension. I am being thorough, I know, but it's worth it. Magna Ride. What do we got down here? The 5.2. Okay, so there it is. The 10-speed automatic transmission is not available. The 6-speed, the standard 6-speed is not available, right? They use the Trimic. They got a Trimic 6-speed. That one's different. There it is down there. It's got an engine oil cooler, transmission cooler, differential cooler. So they're really worried about they're managing. They're not worried. They're managing that heat management. That's what coolers are. They're heat managers. For wheels and tires, what do we got down here for wheels and tires? On the GT350, we're rolling 19 by 10 and a halves on the front and 19 by 11s in the back. Big boys. It's got launch control. 295s up front, 305 Michelin Pilot Super Sports out back. Tire inflator and sealer kit standard on our car that we're going to be doing today. Safety stuff, all standard. Nobody's gonna dink you on that these days. Rear view camera, right? Because this is a track car, it's optional. Standard on ours, but you get all the driver safety features, all the security stuff, or so far all the security stuff. Perimeter alarm, remote keyless entry, awesome, very cool. See, this was worth going into it. Now, packages, what's available? We're gonna know this before we even start to build. Let's find out. Shelby GT350 pack, yeah, duh. Electronics package is optional. We'll have to take a look at that. Convenience package is optional. We'll take a look at that. Standard features. They get this car, the 350, the R gets equipment group A, 300A. We get equipment group 900A. And value packages. Okay, that looks to be it. All right, so I think we got our questions answered. We don't even need to go through this because it already kind of did all that, right? So close and configure. We're starting at 58,140. When I built out that Roush Jackhammer, I did that in black because I thought it was hot. I still like that color. Remember the yellow we saw? That looks kind of cool. I'm not really. We're not going to do it in yellow, but it looks, well, kind of looks cool. Let's look at Leadfoot Gray though, because I like the name. Leadfoot Gray looks interesting. It's very muted, right? And I kind of want subtle because this car is anything but subtle. So having the color to tone it down, but the race red though, you know what? I've never owned a red car that I can think of off the top of my head. I say that off the top of my head because I've owned so many cars. But I've never owned a red car that I can think of off the top of my head. And I really like red cars anyway. I'm feeling them these days. So let's do race red. This is the Shelby GT350 after all. We're going to do it in race red. All right. And We don't have any tape on the car, no stripes or anything thus far. I kind of like mine plain. I like them. Let's not call it plain. I like them clean. I like that clean look. Roof color painted. Oh, was that a painted roof? Was that what that was? Ah, that was a painted roof on that yellow car that I was thinking it was a panoramic roof. Of course, it wasn't a panoramic roof. It was a black painted roof. Aha, too bad we don't have a nice overhead shot of that. I kind of like that. We're going to leave the black painted roof for now. For now. I might change it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. But for now, I like that look. For now. I've never done that on a car. Anytime I've ever seen it in the past, I've never liked it. But for whatever reason, this moment, I was feeling it because of what I saw in the yellow car when we saw in the opening when we were looking at the big overview. So we're gonna do the roof. That's a $695 option. The paint didn't cost us anything. Let's go down here. Are we gonna do a stripe? I don't think so. Let me just try and see what's something. No, and definitely not over that roof. That doesn't even look good at all. So no stripe. No stripe. Yeah, we want to continue. No stripe. We're going to keep the clean look. I just wanted to give it a chance. So we already know about the engine. That's included. They have the little green ink up there in the corners for the things that are included. The transmission, you only get one option. We already found that out. You can't get the 10-speed. That, to me, is a definite bonus on all the Roush vehicles because you could just buy whether you get the EcoBoost or you get a 5 liter. You just buy whatever and you get the Roush package. And whether you have the manual or the 10-speed, which I hear the 10-speed rocks. They'll hook you up. Even if you're going to get the top dog Jackhammer, they'll hook you up. So that's cool. I like that. I don't like being forced to do one particular thing, especially when it comes to transmissions. Not in this day and age. Okay, anyway. Packages. Now, this is what? The 900A package. This is our package, right? We already know this. We've already gone through this. This comes with the sink, the Recaro seats that are cloth, the dual exhaust, the two-piece cross-drill Brembo rotors, etc. Okay? That's our standard package, the 900A. We also get active valve performance exhaust. I thought on the thing it said it wasn't available. Well, we're going to take it for what it says on this page, though, and if it's available, then it's available. Do we want the full vehicle cover? Yeah, sure, we do. Why not? Absolutely. It's the special cover that fits with the car. It's $375. We're going to get it. You can probably just go down to the dealer and get that at any time at the parts counter, but why not just get it now? Let's lock it right now. Raised rear spoiler, that's included. The 373 we're in, that's included. Those awesome wheel tire combo, that's included. And just to reiterate, it's running 295s up front and 305s in the back. Oh, wait a minute. You can get leather. Okay, so some of those things were off, it seemed like, on that when we were looking at what was standard stuff, because it looked like I couldn't get leather unless I was looking at it wrong. So let's go to our interior shot here. And I'm going to say, give me the leather option. And then also add the convenience package, which adds another $3,000. That's fine. We'll look at the convenience package and find out what we're paying $3,000 for in a minute. But I want that leather because that's going to give me that upscale feel that I want in my GT350. Now it looks good. Now I'm happy with it. Now I'm really, really happy with it. I wasn't feeling that cloth. So the convenience package, what was in this? Okay, so that gave us the leather trim seats. Okay, so that was that. We got the leather trim sport seats with seat back mat pockets. Well, we have the... oh, those don't look like the Recaro seats, though. Wait a minute. Let me just double check. Aha, gotcha. You know what? I didn't even catch that. Yes. So, you either go with the Recaro seat. Sorry, you probably already saw that. I was rambling. You were reading. You probably already caught it. Maybe you didn't. Okay, so if you want to get the Recaro, it only comes this way. If you want to get the leather seat, then it's more of a standard seat. You see, that's a standard seat. Okay, so that's the deal with that. All right, interesting. All right, I know I keep bringing up the Roush, but you can get the Roush. You can do this. You can do a 5-liter and get it in whatever stage you want it, even up to the Jackhammer, and you can get your Recaros with the leather. Just a side note. leather trim sports seats, 4-way adjustable head restraints, 6-way power driver seat. But you're not going to have all that functionality though either. But whatever, it's a trade-off. Climate control front seats, memory recline. I mean, now you've added a lot of luxury to this car. So it was worth the $3,000. I said all of that, but it was worth the $3,000 to get this convenience package and upgrade to the leather. Now the car is going to feel more upscale, and I like that. I want my Ford to feel upscale, because this thing's competing with cars way above its price point. And let's be honest, man. Let's not mince words. The cars that it competes with, a lot of those really expensive cars, they have really beautiful interiors and leather and features and options and this, that, and the other. And it's been always the draw to pull me in. But I'm getting pulled over to the American cars, and I'm feeling it. But I want to make sure that mine get optioned up as nice as possible, man, because I still want mine to look really, really good. I still want to have that luxury to go along with the performance. Okay, so that was a convenience package. Smart buy. We can close that out. Let's go back to our interior, our exterior view. Now, what's this $3,000 electronics package? What's that all about? Oh, okay. You know what? I got to find out what soft door rollover is. Hang on. Okay, so from what I gather, just you're probably like, what the heck? I saw soft door rollover. I just said a couple of minutes ago, I don't know what that is, and I see it again, and it was bugging me. So apparently, soft door rollover is it gives a more clean edge up by where the window and the top of the door trim meet, so it doesn't look all ugly or something like that. That's the best thing I can do without turning it into like a 20-minute adventure to go figure out what all that means. But look at this electronics package, $3,000. We're really starting to spend some money here, but A, we're not trying to build a budget one, number one. Number two, I just got done saying how I want to feel like I've got an upscale Ford because I'm feeling the American cars, but I still want to feel like I have all the features and all that tech and all that other stuff that you get in the expensive Mercedes and all that other stuff. All right, so what do you get? Here's what it includes: dual zone electronic automatic temperature control. Now you get the 9-speaker audio system, the Sirius XM radio, the Sync 3. That's got the Apple CarPlay and all that. 8-inch LCD touchscreen and center stack. App Link 911 Assist. 2 smart charging USB ports. That soft door rollover. Turn signal mirrors. Universal garage door opener. Voice activated touchscreen navigation. And traffic and travel link. Yes, I want that for $3,000. What do we have to remove? The convenience package and the leather. Now we are at a crossroads, aren't we? We are at a crossroads. I'm going to say no for a second. What was the convenience package again? Am I really willing to give up the leather? Am I willing to give up the leather? Oops, that's the wrong one. To make that determination, I have to there's no way that the convenience package is better than dang, I really want that leather though. But you know what? As I can still feel that upscale feel with keeping the Recaro seats, because the sum of all the stuff that comes in electronics package, I can't let that go. And there's nothing wrong with the Recaros. I don't think I'm gonna hate the Recaros. I don't think they're very good looking. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get rid of the leather. Even though I love leather seats, we're gonna get rid of it. I wish they didn't do that, but okay. I want to get the electronics package because to me that's the beefier of the two. That's especially if you ever decide to resell this car. Having the electronics package on this thing, I think is going to be, make it worth more, because I think a lot of these aren't going to be optioned, highly optioned. Let's put it that way. All right, so can we add stuff on though? Can we add stuff back a la carte? We'll find out. We still got some room. 6-way power driver seat with power lumbar. Now, here's the deal. I bet you we can't do this without removing that electronics package, because let's just see. No? Yeah, okay, I was right. They want to remove that. Nope. I wish that you could just really sometimes build a car the way you really want. You truly, and it doesn't matter, for any manufacturer, you truly can't build any car you want. or your car just the way you want, because there's a perfect example. Because some things don't work together for whatever reasons that we don't know. Well, we know with the Recaro seats why. Okay, climate control front seats, that is obviously not going to work because we've got that package. We've got the electronics package, and we've got the Recaro seats. And the Recaro seats lock us in, and we cannot get anything with the. What about the climate control? Can we get the climate control though? Oh, that's for the front seats, right? That's the seat stuff. No. Dual zone electronic. Yeah, that's included, right? Sirius, that's included. The Sync 3, that's included. Voice activated touchscreen, that's included. See, that's good stuff. The 9 speaker system, that's included. Now, can we just add these a la carte? Because if we can add this a la carte and get away with it, oh, they're including the. So you can't do it because it's bundled with the convenience package. You just can't get those seats without taking the convenience package with it. All right, so with that said, let's go to the summary. All right, so yep, I can print this off. So I'm going to put, if you like this build, I'm putting a link in the description below. Or yeah, in the description below. So this thing was $57,000 to start. We spent just over $4,000 in options. The destination charge is $900. Let's just go over the list really quick. So this is the standard deal. This is what we paid $57,000 for. All of this, and that excludes the gas guzzler tax apparently. We got ours in race red. I got that painted black roof because I thought it looked kind of cool. $695. The powertrain, that's all standard fare. The Trim X 6-speed, the 5.2. We got the 900A, that's standard. The vehicle cover we purchased. You can kind of see what's standard. We spent $3,000 on that electronics package. I really wanted it all, but we couldn't have it all, could we? We couldn't. We couldn't have it all. We couldn't have it all. At the end of the day, I like the Shelby GT350. I think it's an attractive car, but I think the Roush lineups and how you can do it, I like it better. I like it better. Let me know what you think. Still a good car. I wouldn't turn this car down. But I'd rather have the 10-speed because I've heard nothing but great things about it. And the Roushes just look better, right? This just looks better. I mean, yeah, I could have put some tape on it, but could have been a little bit more. I'd like to know what you think, though. Please let me know in the comments below. All right? Let me know in the comments below. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for joining me. You have a wonderful day.